What's going on YouTube? My name is Rohan and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about things not necessarily going my way. For the past couple days I've been asking favors from a few friends and family to deal with things that I can't deal with on my own, and it seems like things aren't necessarily working out the way I intended them to. I have to constantly remind myself that the world doesn't revolve around me and that my problems aren't other people's priorities, and that becomes difficult at times. It's really hard for me to go about my day and do the right thing day after day, week after week, month after month, when I don't see it reciprocating in my daily life. I find it challenging to ask favors from people, and when I do ask favors, I assume that they're going to be met in a timely fashion, and that just doesn't seem to be the case for me this week. It's not something that I want to go use over, or I want to have any sort of resentment towards these people, but I think it just naturally comes out that I feel people should be a little more concerned about my life. It's really difficult to kind of keep a straight face and stay happy when things aren't going my way. I think it comes from me doing a lot for other people. When others ask me favors, it becomes a priority in my life, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, and I try as hard as I can to accomplish whatever is asked of me quickly. I don't understand why other people don't think the way I do. It's probably a good thing, but I can definitely tell that other people have their own problems going on in their own lives with their own situations. I have to be mindful of that. And I think that's also what stops me from communicating well with other people, is the fact that I don't necessarily take their lives into consideration. I assume that their lives aren't as busy as mine or aren't as involved as mine is, when the truth of the matter really is that they probably have a lot going on as well. I try to be helpful when I can be, but also appreciative when I do have time to speak with others and help other people out, and likewise when they do for me. I know no one's obligated to help me out or has any sort of debt to repay me, so anything that anyone else ever does for me is really just something I have to be grateful for. I have to remind myself on a daily basis to remain grateful, because it is hard, especially when things aren't going the way that I would like them to. It's been a while since I've put up a video. I've been sick for the past week, which has not helped at all. Before, I used to use through my sicknesses, so I never actually went through a full sickness, I would say, in probably half a decade. So it was definitely difficult staying in bed for days on end and just watching the clock go by. I would have liked to do something in that time, but there's really nothing you can do when you have a fever and a terrible cough. I pretty much did what was instructed of me, just to stay at home. I really was hoping to get a video out sometime last week, but that just wasn't possible with my sickness. So I think I'm going to start doing videos at least once or twice a week now, because it really helps me vocalize how I'm feeling, and it might help some of you guys get through some of the same issues that I might be dealing with on any given day. These situations have helped me learn how to be a little more independent. Previously, I would feel resentful towards others for not helping me out and would think that I can't accomplish any of my goals without the help of someone else. That's not necessarily the case. I have found out that through my own hard work and through working a program that it is possible to do many things on my own, and that's a great feeling, because when I don't have to rely on someone else is a good opportunity for me to work on myself and work on things that may be a little more difficult for me to accomplish by myself. I truly am grateful for the opportunities that I'm given, and especially the situation I'm in, where I do have the freedom and flexibility with hours at work and staying at my house to accomplish a lot of these goals. I don't have many bills to pay. I don't have many responsibilities outside of taking care of myself, and I don't have to make commitments outside of the program. So it does give me a lot of free time to work on myself and to work on accomplishing my small goals on a day-to-day basis. I find it very useful to be living in this house. All the guys are very helpful. It is a very fun experience outside of holding a job and dealing with daily life situations. I think that's something that I have to constantly remind myself, that it's okay to have hard days, it's okay to have a rough patch, but it's also equally as important to get back on the wagon and figure out exactly what went wrong, why it went wrong, and how I can prevent it in the future. And I think that's really turning any bad day into a learning day, where I kind of apply the steps of the program, apply the knowledge and resources that I've accumulated, and apply them into my daily life. And if I can do that successfully, I think that's definitely a positive day in my book. So with that, I just wanted to fill you guys in, let you guys know that I will be adding new videos constantly now that I'm back up and running. And I hope you guys had a great new year, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. All right, peace.